Flip Lesson 2.7, Continental Drift. Remember to record the lesson number and the lesson title. Your learning goals are: describe continental drift, identify and analyze the evidence that supports the idea of continental drift. Your vocabulary words are fossil, Pangea, Alpha Wegener, continental drift, isostasy. Continental drift is a concept that continents slowly drift across Earth's surface, sometimes colliding or breaking apart into pieces. Alpha Wegener was a scientist that proposed this theory. He believed that at one point in time, all of the continents were part of this one large mass known as Pangea. One piece of evidence that he found to support his theory was the idea that the shorelines matched. If you look closely at the map in front of you, you can notice that South America and Africa have a similar shoreline. He believed that the continents fit together like puzzle pieces. Fossils was another form of evidence that helped support Alfred's theory of continental drift. He noticed that land animals such as the Mesosaurus fossils were found in both South America and in southern Africa. Now, these two continents today are divided by the Pacific Ocean. However, he felt that these land animals traveled from continent to continent because they were once joined. Another example of fossil that was used to help support this theory was the identical trees that were found in Australia, India, and South America. Now, looking at today's map, you can see that these pieces of land of these large continents are very far apart, which helps to support his theory that at one point in time, all of these land masses were once connected, making it easy for identical trees and land animals to be found in multiple continents around the world. A third piece of evidence that was used to support Alfred Wegener's theory was the evidence of geologic structures such as rocks and minerals. He noticed that rocks that were found on both continents, South America and Africa, specifically in South Africa and Brazil, were diamond fields. And these diamond fields had a matching bedrock made of kimberlite. His underlying question was, how can the rocks from two different continents on the opposite side of an ocean be the same age and the same type? The final piece of evidence that was used to support Alfred Wegener's theory was the evidence of past climates, specifically the evidence of glacial scarring or glacial striations. Over 300 million years ago, an ice sheet covered both South America, southern Africa, India, and southern Australia, as you can see here. Layers of debris from ancient glaciers were found in all of these continents. We know now that these climates, Africa, South America, and parts of India, are too warm to form glaciers. So at one point in time, this entire area was in higher latitudes or higher above the equator in order to help form these glaciers. As you notice, each continent here has a series of arrows. These arrows actually show you the direction of ice flow. So they're actually showing you in the direction that the continents actually started to drift as they're being moved. At the time of Wegener's hypothesis, it was rejected because he did not provide enough evidence to explain how and why the continents moved. Decades later, new evidence led to the acceptance of this idea, and we will explore how and why continents moved within the next few lessons.